Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365 and the 2019 Oscars just wrapped up, so let's talk about the winners. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. Okay, 2019 Oscars wrapped up, and I would say there was a couple surprises, and the big one being the Best Picture. So let's jump right into that one. Green Book won Best Picture. Honestly, I thought that was pretty, I thought Black Panther and a couple other films would win before Green Book, to be honest. It's not that Green Book was a bad movie. I just don't feel that it was necessarily the Best Picture. Black Klansman, Roma, hell, I'd even throw in Bohemian Rhapsody, but that was a shock to me. It was very, I think everybody in the group I was chatting with was like, what? It was just kind of like one of those. I'm not sure if it's like kind of like a La La Land, Moonlight kind of thing, but it felt that way a little bit. So Best Actor, definitely Rami Malek was one of my picks. In my prediction video, I picked him. It was weird. Like, going into the evening, it seemed more and more that it was definitely going to him. Not that I felt like anybody else got robbed. Christian Bale was his biggest competition. I'm very happy with this win. I think he was very good in the role. Yes, the movie had a couple issues, obviously, but I feel overall it was, a good film. So I'm happy for him. Very, very interesting upset with Glenn Close not winning the Best Actress. I thought she was pretty much a lock. I'm really happy Olivia Colman won this. She deserves it. I would have liked to have seen her definitely win, but I was in the camp that I was like, oh, it's so going to Glenn Close. I wasn't even entertaining the possibility it was going to go to somebody else. And, that's one of the fun things about the Oscars. They can be very unpredictable, but I'm glad she won. Let's see, Best Supporting kind of went the way I thought it was. Mahershala Ali won for that. Excellent job in Green Book. He's a great actor. Deserves the win, absolutely. Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, Regina King was definitely, who I picked to win this one. She was excellent in the role. So there wasn't any surprises there, and I'm so glad Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse won Best Animated Feature. Great move on the Academy on that part. There would have been a lot of upset fans had a couple of those Disney ones snuck in there, because honestly it wasn't their best year. But very happy Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse won. Best Director, Alfonso Cuarón. I feel like he was definitely the best director out of all of them. I didn't feel like that was even in dispute. I gotta say though, I was getting the feeling going back to Best Picture that and I kind of mentioned this in my prediction video, that they were going to give Roma Best Foreign Language. It was going to be kind of a hurdle to get them Best Picture. And pretty much that's what happened. I don't know what would happen if they weren't part of the foreign language category, but I guess it's just one of those things. We're just never going to really know. But yeah, interesting evening. I don't know. I felt overall the show had a very strange vibe to it. I don't know if the lack of having a host did that. It moved. I will say that it did move very briskly. It had a brisk movement to it. It only bled over the 11 o'clock hour by 10 minutes, I think 15 at the most. Usually we're pushing midnight at this point. But it did have a vibe to it. I'm not sure what it was. It felt like, I was mentioning to a friend of mine, it didn't feel Hollywood to me. Like, one of the things I like about the Oscars is it does kind of like have that Hollywood, everybody's there and there's like a spectacle to it. It felt very not underwhelming per se, but like underplayed or something. I don't know if they were going for simpler. I will say Best Song, I absolutely loved Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga on stage. I thought that was absolutely one of my favorite moments that night. It was shot beautifully. Cooper did great. You know, he's fine. But there was some weird lighting thing I that made Lady Gaga look orange like the entire time. It was a little distracting, but great performance by them. But overall, it was an okay year. It wasn't my favorite year. It wasn't, you know, something like, I don't know if there's going to be a lot of like water cooler moments to talk about, except for the best picture. I think that's going to be the big one. So let me know in the comments below what everybody thinks. What did you guys think of the Oscars? Who were you voting for? You know, who were your favorites? Did any of them win? So go ahead and leave that in the comments. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put up videos daily. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.